What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 41, and as today has been a double upload day, this is the second of two videos today. If you could leave a like, that's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. It really does help me grow and help this series attract more viewers. So if you think this series would be enjoyed by more people, if you think that this series should be watched by more viewers, then leave a like. It really does help people find this series and find this channel, and it really does help me out as well. But yeah, it is a double upload day today. So if you could leave a like, that would be great. And if you missed the first episode of today, I'll try and leave a link to it. I know I forget sometimes, but I'll try and leave a link to it, and you can go ahead and check that out, and that would be much appreciated. But yeah, we take on Chelsea for the first game here in this episode, away at Stamford Bridge in West London. So I was feeling, relatively pessimistic, of course, because Chelsea currently sitting in second place and we're a bit further down the table. So they've got a really strong side, Chelsea, of course, under Mourinho, as you'd expect, and they play very good football on the game, I must admit, although every single team plays good football on Legendary. But even so, I was feeling very pessimistic. But we only lost 2-0 here last time out, last season, so I wasn't feeling like we were going to get battered, but we almost got off to a very bad start when Van Ginkel came through here, or Van Hinkel, how you pronounce it, went through, but his shot went just wide of the post, so still 0-0. But a quarter of an hour played, Nathan Redmond skipped past Branislav Ivanovic, got onto his right foot and took aim, but Sirigu, the Italian goalkeeper formerly of PSG, makes a very decent save, but from the resulting corner, Townsend crosses the ball in towards Chris Smalling, and his header goes over the bar. So still 0-0, but in the 28th minute, another great chance for Chelsea here. A cross was blocked and it came towards Juan Mata. What a touch that was, easy as you like. Mata collects the ball, gives it back to Ivanovic, the right back here. Mata collects it again, plays a wonderful through ball again to Chelsea's number 16, but what a save that was by Jack Butland. Serious reactions there to keep the score at 0-0. But in the 38th minute, Luke Shaw collects the ball here down the left hand side, gives it to Nathan Redmond. We're in our own half, but Redmond gets past Victor Moses with an amazing little Berber spin. Nice fake shot to get around him again. He's just teasing Victor Moses before running round him. That was really nice from Redmond, and a roulette. Gets a bit lucky, but keeps holding the ball. Rolls it off to Ross Barkley. His shot is blocked, but it comes to Leroy Fer, and Fer manages to squeeze the ball past Sirigu in the bottom corner. Fantastic finish there. I was lucky that the ball sort of rebounded to him, but even so, a great finish first time by Leroy Fer, and with 40 minutes played, it was Chelsea 0, Norwich 1. So looking like a shock result, but straight after half time, Chelsea came through. Mata released Samuel Eto'o. The Cameroon striker came through one-on-one, and I thought this should have been a penalty there. That was a blatant body check by Basong. How that didn't get given as a penalty, I'll never know. That was a definite penalty in my book, but thankfully the referee didn't seem to think that was the case, so the score remained at 1-0 to us. But not long after, Eto'o collected the ball and gave it to Mata here. Mata went one-on-one, and again, Jack Butland played really well in this game and makes another fantastic save. So, really good save by Butland. The score is still 1-0. But this time we don't give the ball away on the counter. We go through down the right hand side. It's cleared up in the air, but it comes to Leroy Fer. Martial collects an injury there, as you see, but the ball eventually comes to Leroy Fer here. Fer goes down the right hand side, the goal scorer, crosses the ball in. It's headed away by David Luiz. Ross Barkley shoots on the volley, but it's very tame and goes straight to Sirigu. So still Chelsea 0, Norwich 1. But in the 66th minute, Mata collects the ball down left hand side here. Was the playmaker in this game, was creating every single chance for Chelsea really. Plays a wonderful ball through to the German forward, who comes forward, and his shot goes onto the top of the bar and over. So relief really. It was a backs to the wall performance in this game. It was all Chelsea. We had a couple of chances and obviously the goal as well, but it was all Chelsea really, and we were relieved at the moment. We were still leading, and Samuel Eto'o had a great chance here, gave it to Kevin De Bruyne, and the Belgian shot was well saved by Butland. So still 1-0, and there were 10 minutes to go, or just over 10 minutes to go. Ivanovic collects the ball and rolls it through to Eden Hazard. The Belgian player comes through here, rolls it off to the number 16 down the right hand side, plays it back inside to Eden Hazard. Nice exchange of passing here. Comes through, rises the challenger Basong, but he puts his shot just wide. He had so many chances in this game, didn't he? But it was still Chelsea 0, Norwich 1. And in the 84th minute, Chelsea had their last chance of the game when it was crossed in towards Kevin De Bruyne. Again, great save by Butland, and I'm not sure who that was, but at the far post, what a chance that was missed. Hit the post, and it really should have gone into the back of the net, but it didn't. And because of that, the game finished Chelsea 0, Norwich 1. So it's another great win away from home in a backs to the wall performance. Of course, we beat Manchester United away from home at Old Trafford, and we've now beaten Chelsea away from home at Stamford Bridge. Those are two fantastic results, and what a result it was. I mean, it was back to the wall, I'm not going to lie. We didn't play very well, but even so, Butland was on fire. He made so many great saves, and yeah, he should have gone up by at least 3 ratings for that game alone. But yeah, fantastic performance by Butland, and I was just so relieved because we didn't deserve anything out of that game. But Leroy Fer got the only goal of the game, so we ended up taking all 3 points back to Norwich. So very, very happy about it. But the following games against Southampton here. And basically, I decided to pick the first choice 11, the first 18 I'd normally pick for this game. But you didn't see this, but I think it gets shown at the end of the episode or possibly at the start of the next one. We've got 2 games in midweeks. We've got this game here on the Saturday. Then we've got a Tuesday night game against Aston Villa in the Capital One Cup, and then we've got a Thursday night game against Fiorentina in the Europa League. So we've got 3 games in, and then we've got a weekend game away at Man City next weekend on Sunday. So we've got 4 games in such a short space of time. So we've got a lot of players in our squad that need to get on the pitch really, because we're going to have to rotate the squad in midweek. So I decided what I'd do in this game was play the entire first 11 and then rotate the squad twice over the next 2 or 3 games, so just try and freshen up a little bit. But even so, stamina could be a big issue, so I was desperate to make sure in this game we wouldn't overrun ourselves and get completely knackered and possibly get some injuries. But unfortunately for us, it was a very, very boring game, I must admit. But in the 45th minute, Mayuka scored a tap in after a great cross into the box, and what a celebration as well. I need to learn how to do that. Brilliant brilliant celebration by Mayuka for the easiest goal he'll ever score in his career. But in the 53rd minute, Gary Hooper collects the ball here, crossed the ball to the far post, and there is Leroy Fer with a very, very good header, really strong, and that's his 2nd goal in 2 games for our number 10, our Dutch centre midfielder. And I absolutely love this guy. He's awesome. He really is awesome. I know a few of you told me to put Ross Barkley CAM and Leroy Fer CDM, but Fer is awesome as a CM that gets forward. He really is. But straight from kickoff, Southampton gave the ball away, and number 9 took aim from range. What a goal that would have been. But his shot went just wide the post, and again, I'm still not sure whether you call him Martial, Martial or Martial, so I'm just going to rotate all 3 names. But anyway, he had a good chance here. Martial, Martial or Martial had a great chance, but his chip shot was well saved. And he see another good chance for us as Southampton managed to get the ball away. It comes to Gaston Ramirez here, but the ball's eventually given away. It comes to Leroy Fer. Fer rolls it inside, and it is a goal for our number 9. Again, Martial, Martial or Martial, I don't really care. It's a great strike by our number 9. He puts the ball into the back of the net, and it's Norwich 2, Southampton 1. So great to be in front in this game, coming from behind to lead. That was great. And in injury time, right at the end of the game, Southampton a good chance here. Ricky Lambert off the bench, but his shot was well saved by Butland, and the game finished 2-1. So a very good win. That's back-to-back wins for us here. 2 wins out of 2, and that was great. It really was great. In the space of 8 minutes we scored 2 goals to turn the game around, and I was very pleased because I felt we were going to lose that game. To be honest, I felt we were going to lose both games, to be honest, but instead we get the wins in both. So I was very pleased about that, and yes, very pleased to get maximum points there, 6 points, and we enter a new month. We're into December now, so we have a youth squad monthly report here just to check out, our youth player monthly report. Check out how Jake Fotherin's doing, and he looks okay. Very average at best, to be honest. I can't see him being any kind of amazing player in the future, but maybe as a squad player he could be okay. But we also had a training injury as well. This is just typical my luck, isn't it? It's Towns. He's out for 7 days. That sucks, because like I say, we've got 4 games in a week. That sucks. Well, obviously 3 games now, but even so having a player injured really doesn't help. And then Mark Bunn comes to us, and I didn't even read this email. I just deleted it straight away because I'm just fed up with the whinging. But Jack Butland is still yet to develop a single rating. My God, I read your comments, guys. Thanks very much for all your comments. I can't read them all, unfortunately, but I read a few of your comments saying that apparently there's an issue with potential for the players that were signed on early release or something like that. If you got the game on early release, then players have difficulties growing in terms of potential. I read something like that. If that's the case, that absolutely sucks, but there's nothing I can do about that really. Hopefully it sort of resolves itself as we go along, so next season he'll grow up like 4 or 5 ratings. But yeah, if it's like a permanent thing and Butland is going to remain at 71 for the rest of the career, that is going to absolutely suck. I mean, that would just be typical EA, but that will really, really suck. So touch a word, my fingers are crossed, and hopefully the bug just resolves reveals itself and Butland grows, because otherwise he's going to be a completely useless goalkeeper, because although he's an actually okay goalkeeper, I don't want to have a 71 rated goalkeeper for the rest of the career with Norwich. But anyway, let's look at the squad report and let's look at the league table. We currently sit in 7th and we are 2 points off Spurs and Liverpool in 4th or 5th, where we hope to be at the end of the season. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, that's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. It has been a double upload day, so a like would be much appreciated for the effort. And I'll see you for another episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon. So thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.